Okay. So today we have, I think this was platinum. I think it was plat, maybe diamond. But yeah, who cares? Ranks do not matter. But yeah, Zen, of course, fucking Zen rod review like I was. F and 2H9B and 2H. We're gonna do the comp game first, and then we have a scrim code after a Zenyatta scrim code. I haven't played Zen scrims in a while, so like an actual like real competitive play. So it's gonna we'll see how I get. But Junkertown, good Zen map. I hate this skin. Good Zen map. You have a Farm Mercy, which is good, bad, but or bad with you, but whatever. And then you're playing into Reinhardt. Great. Nice. No one on Sigma on this one? Surprise. You don't want to go out main on Zen. I wouldn't go out the main. I mean, you can, but I'd either go above or to the right. But yeah, this is good. Okay. You are way too aggressive. You are aggressive without thinking. This is Widowmaker map. You need to expect there to be a Widowmaker. Right here, you should think, how am I peeking this so that the Widow won't be able to kill me? Right here, you're thinking, there's a Widow sitting right here. There's a Widow about to grapple up and kill me. Or even just right here, there could be a Widow. You know? And you're way over peeking already. If you want to play this aggressive, you need to play it a little bit more. First thing, you need to know what the enemy comp is. Second, you need to be, a little bit more scared. You are A speaking this, crouching on. It's messing up your aim. You're thinking too much. When you strafe, it's messing up your aim a little bit much. First thing, think more. You didn't shoot a single one where it could have hit a person. Line up your shots, and then think about it. Second thing, I prefer not left clicking here because of how hard it is to get this angle that you're hitting this, you're hitting above. I would prefer if you were spamming right clicks right to this, right here, and not peeking the Kree. You know what I mean? So right now the Kree can kind of see you. And then you doing this, it's good, and you crouching, but crouching doesn't change much. As then, and is this arrow gonna go into you? Oh, barely. Okay. Crouching doesn't do much as then. I mean, you can crouch quite a bit, but if it's messing up your aim, I'd prefer if you don't. And it is, actually. But yeah, just all those were like, it was just pressure, but it wasn't actual kill potential, which is what you are. Yeah, you crouching is making me shoot all of them into the wall. Oh, man. Now you're just confused. Shoot. So yeah, you doing all this is like, whatever, but first thing, you should have discorded somebody, especially the Rhine, way earlier. Now you're just lost. So instead of thinking, what can I do? Think, I'm gonna walk down here, discord the Rhine, and then think later. If you can hear a Rhine, you're discording him, and then you can think after that. You know what I mean? Because that's where the big value comes from. And first thing, they'll probably make him leave, because Discord makes tanks scary, as it should. It'll probably make him leave, go right here, and then you guys can take this space. This space is big because it has a mega. So yeah, Rhine, Discord, or anything. He dies. Boom, you jump when there's a Hanzo. I know I'm taking this really slow, but I'm trying to prioritize things right here. You jumping makes you a little bit exposed, and now you're just in this weird spot. Could have just stayed here. A lot of unnecessary movement. That Discord thing. Okay. First big issue, I'm gonna say it 80 million times. First thing, you're picking a lot. Second thing, You are jumping way too much. Stop jumping. I'm going to this once because I know it's gonna happen a lot more. I'll probably just be like, hey, stop jumping. But this is gonna be the big one to drill into your brain. Stop jumping. If you need to change the keybind, change the keybind. Stop jumping so much. Right here, if you're shooting into a Rhine shield, you don't need to be looking at the Reinhardt. I know you want to keep the Discord on, but him leaving the Discord range is like, okay, it's a value, you know? But right here, if you were LOSing the Rhine, or just LOSing everyone else and just shooting the shield, because right here, everyone can see you. Everyone can shoot you through that shield. Just because there's supports doesn't mean they're going to kill you. And like the Kree can still see you, but if you were right here shooting at just the shield, that's value. Whoa, okay. If you had a different tank, it would make more sense to do that. But you doing that with this Junker Queen means you're gonna get domed by their DPS. If you had a shield tank or just somebody that can protect you, maybe it'd be different. But... And now you have to rotate out. And then yeah, jumping a little much. Discord him. This Rhine wants you. Just big pressure. Ooh, okay, now you're out in the open spamming a Hanzo. Oh. Object permanence. You knew he was there, but you didn't think about him. You thought about the cart. Don't prioritize the cart over your life. If you want, you can play this, and you can actually take the fight a little bit, but don't turn your back to him. And I would prefer if you took high ground. You taking cart here is kind of scary. Especially with there being a Hanzo. I would really like if you would take this high ground, and then you can play a lot along here, and they can't really reach you. You know what I mean? Because you have people on cart. You're okay. Big swing. Orb him. Yep, play behind the cart. Keep spamming them. Them having a Hanzo makes this a lot more scary, though. Okay, now your cart is moving. Your cover is moving, and it's going to expose you to their team. You have other people that take cart in this scary situation. You have your Junker Queen. You know, she can actually be here and play the cart. You should not be, especially being the one in front of your entire team with a Juno here for some reason. You should be behind this cover, or even behind this cover. You should be behind non-moving cover. If you want to play behind this, sure. I mean, it's really scary, but I mean, do it. You can do what you need to do. But playing behind the moving cover that they can, once it gets to them, then they can just run you over is really bad. To be behind the static cover was not moving. Discord that Ryan, yep. You're too close in. Also, why did nobody on your team notice the Juno? Okay, you guys got flanked by a Juno. That's unfortunate. Should have played behind the other cover. And the Juno kills half your team. Okay, now you gotta do a reset, right? Your Junker Queen should be... Oh. Your Queen got a pick and then dies. But it is winnable, and you know it's winnable. Okay, don't go main to where you don't have cover. You're playing main a lot too much. You don't need to, right here you're so killable. You're just the most killable thing of all time. Just because you have space doesn't mean that they can't kill you. You should be playing either this room, you getting this off angle on this Reinhardt, so that if he LOSs your team, you can kill him. Or going all the way around. I suggest going to that room, but if you go all the way around right here, it's just the same thing, just another off angle. And especially because they have a Rhine that can't really jump you or anything, this is just by far the best. But you playing way in the open right like this, you're not playing cover at all, it's really bad. Yeah, you're peeing a little too much, and you're trying to... You're a little bit hyper-focused on the Rhine. Like, usually we say prioritize the Reinhardt and everything. Okay, you get point. Nice. Orb somebody. Usually we say prioritize the Reinhardt, but if there's someone peeking that shouldn't be peeking, Prioritize them because they can die. Usually we say prioritize the tank because he's the only one you should be able to see. You know what I mean? But you killing somebody that's like a squishy is way more important because you're not like it's a lot harder to kill a tank than squishy, even if you're playing good. Yep, you should have orb up a little bit more, especially playing with a mercy. Usually it doesn't really matter, but playing with a mercy, your harmony, it matters a lot. You should usually be using both your orbs more. Oh, nope. Damn, okay, you survived. Too far in, and they make you use strength. So you're bad positioning there. Oh, another thing after that, I'll go around that fort, but you're bad positioning here instead of being in here or above. Made you use strength, and now you guys have nothing for their Juno or this Nano Rhine. Or I mean, your strength ended, but you know, the Juno ult's huge though, and I'm surprised that Rhine doesn't have a shatter. If your Rhine had shatter, that'd be even more scary. They're Rhine, and he's gonna get it before you get another strength, so it's still scary. And then the next part, this strength, there is an issue with it. I wonder if you can get it out before I say it. If you can, good job. But there's an issue with how you ended it. You ended it right in the open. Get behind cover. There's other people that I'll say you can go a little bit more aggressive with it. First thing, you can't because nobody's peeking you. But second thing, just don't. Just don't. Just go behind cover as quick as possible. Right into this room. Right into this room. Use those last 2 seconds to get to cover. That's if there's two things you get out of this so far, it is stop jumping and get behind cover after a trank. And just use cover in general. Just use your cover as much as possible. Okay. So you should put Discord on earlier. Good job. You burn him and you get to cover, but a little too long. Oh yeah, Discord her. Yep, Discord the Hanzo. Okay, that worked. Right here, high ground. High ground, high ground, high ground. Always go for the high ground. Your team, like right when you see that they might push up, you being here is death. And as much as you want, as much as you're the only one to take cart, force one of them to take it. Force your far to take it or something. You don't need all of them playing this one angle. You can ping the cart and leave. Either go up here or go up through here. You really need the high ground in this situation. You need a high ground to spam this out. If you want, you can even go this way, you know. But this high ground is all of where your value comes from. If you're right here, you are dead. Because this cover that you're using will just leave. It'll just go away from you. And you playing around this cover is just, it's scary. Also, all your downtime, you should be charging up little right clicks or your little 5 orbs. I think you trust them to cover for you. But if you do, let's see. You shouldn't. If you do trust them to have cover for you, you shouldn't have your harmony orb on your queen. You should have it on one of these guys at least. Because let's say they have a cast and a mercy, where the mercy is actually healing the cast. Cast wins this most of the time, especially just against this cast. You know what I mean? So you harmony orbing one of these guys, it would be a huge thing. And harmony isn't that good, but in this situation, it's really big, especially if you want them to cover for you on your left. Oh, right above you, right above you. You noticed a little too late. 1 second. Again, you didn't need to take cart there. Good. Okay. Good. And then you take cart. Good. You should be taking cart here. But once you get into a place where the cart is very inaccessible, you should be getting the high ground. Or not inaccessible, but very accessible. When they can kill you at cart, you should gain also orb your power. Yeah. him. Discord. Okay, now. First thing, you're just spamming mindlessly and not thinking about what value it'll get. They have a Juno. You're not going to do anything. Use this time where you can't do anything to rotate up to high ground or to take cart. I would suggest to rotate up to high ground. Unless your team is losing the fight, and then you can just leave through here. But rotating up to high ground is big for if they kite this out, which means, I don't know if you know that. You play in Scrim, you should know what kite means. But basically, if you like maybe get a pick with a high noon and then leave until the Juno ult's over, and then they can like take the next fight, then you'll be ready and in position for the next fight. Cause yeah, you really need to prioritize high ground. Oh, yeah, you should be thinking about them having shatter more, but it's okay. As somebody that plays competitively though, or like, oop. Yeah, there's a thing about playing on top of the cart that I do not suggest. Play behind the cart. Unless you just want a team fight and you know that everybody's dead, just team kill, you can go on top of the cart. But unless you have that, go behind the cart and walk with it. Because then you actually have cover just in case. Yep, this big angle. Now you're playing behind the cart. And then now that the cart is inside of them, now you take non-moving cover. Because now the cover is moving into them. And this Reinhardt, if you're too close to this Reinhardt, he can actually kill you. Like, I know it's like, oh, we're playing them, we shouldn't be scared of Ryan, but like, if the cover's moving into him, that's when he gets about power. So you should be playing this cover that doesn't move, or even this one right here. It would be better if you played here though, because your LOS of your Mercy, but even if you're here, she can still see you. Mostly, can get to you. Yeah, play static cover, non-moving cover. Discord the Reinhardt quicker. You're peeking too many people. Try to not peek too many people. So right here, you were peeking like 4 people at the same time. If you were playing this cover first thing, you can still shoot the Rhine without peeking their entire team. Because you can only shoot one person, infinite amount of people can shoot you. Does that make sense? That's a very important thing to think about in this game. Also, you're getting a lot of value put out onto you from this Mercy beam. When this Mercy could, if you weren't out of cover, this Mercy could be putting her heals into somebody else that's more important. Like your Queen. Or your R. Good. And then yeah, you don't use cover enough. And like right here, instead of playing this cover and fighting one person at a time, you are thinking big picture, and you're thinking, I'm going to jump up here and keep shooting the crate, even if it means peeking this nanoed bastion. This nanoed bastion could kill you. Even if you're thinking about your tank, just stay in the cover. If you see one person, do never peek another one. That was risky. You could have lost that. In that situation, trust your team a little bit more to kill him. Or not trust your team a little bit more to kill him, because you did a little too much. But you also wanted to kill him. Go behind cover, because that was somewhat losable. If your team didn't kill him quick enough, and let's say he got a big pocket. Let's say they went BAP, because you don't know what they're on right now, because they just switched. Say they went BAP and just lamped him right here, you're dead. You know what I mean? So like just peeking that in general is big scary. Because it was still losable. Losable until then. You should know that as a person who plays on a team. ground. I want to know how you play it. You should be playing high ground as much as you possibly can. Right here. You can't play over here. Yeah, that's okay. I prefer playing on the left a little bit more, but right here is just fine. Orb somebody so you don't have to think about it after. Yawning. Tired. You want to orb that guy, I know you do. But, yeah. They are on Zarya. Right when you see that, you think, I have to take so much more time. You have to take a lot more time when you're shooting tanks, and most of your value goes away when you're versing a Zarya. You put Discord on, you shoot, and then you wait a couple seconds and you shoot. And you wait, you need to like really take your time, because if you put more than an orb into that bubble, that's really bad. Orb him. Oh, what did I do? Ah, okay. You're pinging the life weaver. I like that a lot. Now why are you peeking so much? Unneeded movement away. You know what I mean? If you're over here, it's a lot harder to hit if you're like, especially if you're crouched and you're peeking this. But then they have to peek really far out to kill you. Right now, you're just in so many people's views. This Hanzo could kill you. You know? If you want to look at the Zarya, you can't have the Hanzo looking at you. Then you go back into cover. But all that unneeded movement put you out of it. Like even right there, you peek a little bit too wide when you don't need to. You can go like this, throw out the orb, and then go back. You don't need to boom, throw it out while you're moving, because that also messes up your aim. You know, boom, throw it out, go back. You know, just A and D. Yeah, and then he punished you for it. Because you're peeking a little too long. Wait, do you guys? But no, you don't. Again, you're peeking a little too wide. Should be playing a little closer to cover. I like how much. I like your I like that you think about strafing, but you think about it a little too much. Especially at this level, it's just messing you up. You can strafe, but just little ADs. Just A, D, A, D. You know what I mean? Because right here, you're putting yourself way too far into cover. Or too far outside of cover. Like right here, you were strafing right here. When you should just be strafing right here. Dink, 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 dink. That's a really big one. It's just throwing left clicks right when you see them. Left click, left click, left click. And you want a 5-4? Charge with the 5-4 behind it, and then peek. You know? Don't be peeking as you're charging it. And you back up a little bit. What do you drop? Prioritize high ground. Don't drop. Dropping there is useless. Stay up here and shoot this guy. You are the big one against Orisa. When they were on Zarya, it was scary. Should have stayed on Zarya, honestly. When they were on Zarya, it was scary. Now, you just discord the Orisa and you win. So yeah, that drop was bad. You should... Oh, okay. Now you're big peeking. A Hanzo and a Sim. Yeah, Hanzo and Sim. There's no reason to. Stay back. Stay back. Stay behind your cover. And stay on high ground. Back, cover, high ground. Yeah, like right here, there's no reason to be so far up. And there's no reason to be on the cart. Oh, they're on Diva now. Change your entire place. They're playing Mystery Heroes. Diva can kill you. Diva's scary. Be scared. Tip against Hanzo, strafing does nothing against him. So if you're peeking the Hanzo, you can die. No matter if you're standing still or strafing, changes nothing. So focus on not peeking the Hanzo so much, even if you're strafing. And right here, especially because he knows he's there, he can just sit there, charge up a full thing, peek you, kill you, and then go in. Why so far out? So far out. So far. You have no cover. And you're playing with a Mercy. She's not going to keep you up. Into a Hanzo, he can just kill you. You can't do what this guy's saying. He's playing badly. Itachi right here is playing badly. You need to be behind cover. The first cover I can think of is this. Second one I can think of is this. Third one I can think of, and the most important one, you should have been on high ground this entire time. They have never pushed you out of high ground. Only leave the high ground if they make you leave the high ground. And that takes out their resources. So orb them quicker, and then yeah, you're just peeking way too much. You should probably die here. Yeah. Peeking way too much to get those left clicks off. You don't have any what's it called? Damage fall off. You know what I mean? You don't have any damage fall off, so you can stay far back and just shoot. I don't know. Still don't know what rank this is. I'm guessing it's around gold, maybe flat. Orb somewhere. Okay, nope. First thing, I should have said it way sooner. But you shouldn't have dropped in the first place. You should have barely peeked. You can peek and orb somebody, I guess. But this fight is close to lost. You know? So you dropping was big bad, especially against the diva. You should have maybe peeked. Maybe you would have, you saw, oh, I can't orb from there. Maybe gone over here and orbed her. And just kind of, you know, thrown out orbs from here or whatever. Just stayed up here because they can't kill you from here. Right here, you might die here. Especially with your team being so low HP. You know? You're pushing into a lost fight to create a bigger stagger. And then you're mindlessly holding W, trying to go for trying to throw an orb on somebody when you could just be standing there. It'll be the same thing. And now, do you get chased down? They don't chase you down, but they could. They easily could. And like, don't go forward into that. Just leave. They have so much power against you. They have a tank. You don't. And now right here, you're rotating to high ground. High ground is so important. A little too much. High ground, so important. You're trying to farm a trank. Okay, now you're trying. Okay, this is fine. You're moving so much, and that's good in once you really learn how to use the trank. But right now, you can literally just be here. You just not move. First thing, it confuses the people on your team of what you're doing, but also you can't think about it while you're just doing these movements. You can't think about your next move, which is why a lot of times you end your tranks out of cover. Here, you should probably have been here. This cover is okay, but this one or this one is better. You know what I mean? So all the useless movement, confusing your teammates, confusing yourself. You should remember about this diva losing more. Because you're the tank guy, you're the tank buster. So your object permanence needs to be a little bit better about there being a diva in your backline. Killer, good, she's naked. Good shot. Nope. Oh, okay. Should have been behind cover lower there. The second you hear that, you're going behind cover. You're holding A. How long have I been? It's been half an hour already. Shit. This is probably overloading your brain a little bit. I'll tell you the big points after. Okay, you're playing back now. Yes, good. Now that you're scared of losing, you're playing back. I'm not scared of losing, just scared of like them taking it. You're playing back. But whenever you're sitting here passive, you should be charging right clicks and just spitting them out. Spitting out random right clicks. Because what if they peek into it? You know what I mean? should have thought more about your cover when you were doing nothing. Because especially, I should have told you this before while you were doing nothing. But when you were doing nothing over here, why are you on the cart? That doesn't really change anything if you're on the cart, especially when you're defending. You should be going back to this cover. Or you could even play this and throw 5 boards out from here and then rotate over to this cover. This cover. But the cart is just not the one. It's not enough. This is enough to play around. I'll go for a little bit. And then they dive, you know, here. And if you had that other cover, it would have been way harder to dive. Having other cover and being further away from them, and you die. You guys win. No, you guys actually lose this fight. And if you didn't trank before when you like needed to, I know that was like actually not a bad trank, but if you would have stalled that a little bit longer and not tranked, you would have been able to counter that. That would have been big. But I mean, that trank was fine though. I know, I'm contradicting myself. I'm sorry. Yep. You're thinking right here. Yes, good job. You should. Yeah, yep. Great. Oh, huge! You did the thing. Nice, good job. Okay, now this. You back out a little bit. Jumping too much again. Break that. You don't need to be moving. Your strafes just mess up your aim a lot. Strafe a lot less. Only strafe if you're in danger. Just get aim. Throw an orb on somebody. Yep. And reload. Reload. Oh, in the fight. Reload. Okay, I think you forgot that you don't have flambo. Okay. You're playing into, or you were playing into a Tracer Diva. If you get dove, or the timing for when they want to dive you is when you're reloading. So you want to make it to where they see you reload the least as possible, and you having less ammo is pretty bad. Orbing her, and you're backing up. Oh, you're going into it. Okay, that's okay. Now that you heard that, you think, oh, I'm going into it. Yeah, these strafes are really messing you up. It takes you a little bit too long to put orbs on people. I say this to everybody, or especially everybody that takes a little long to put orbs on. I just give them my controls. Side mouse button, Discord orb. Scroll wheel up on Harmony orb. Scroll wheel up, Harmony orb is big. It's really nice. I don't know if you have trouble pushing shift, but I do. So yeah. If you want to use that, use it. Okay. They have a Reinhardt now. Yes, power. Just spam into it. Again, you don't even need to strafe when you're doing that. And you don't even need to be like peeking big. There's a chance I would have tranked that, but everybody was too separated that it's okay. But yeah, you should be discording everybody. Discording anybody you can see. If you see them, just insta discord. Quick as possible, just free damage. Taking long range fights against Ana is scary. Strafes from bad, but here you stay behind cover. Do not peek until you get health back. A little too early. Trank this. Yeah, you definitely wanted to trank that, but it's okay. And you definitely wanted to discord your Reinhardt quicker. But again, it's okay. And then you guys run him over. Again, every fight is losable. You should have stayed on high ground. Good game. You won. That was great. Your aim, I know your aim is good. Honestly, I know your aim isn't bad. But your strafes destroy them. Your strafes destroying your aim. You have so much unneeded movement. You jump too much. and you strafe too much. Unless you're in danger, no strafes. You know, because it's just messing up your aim, and you strafe too wide. You're peeking too much without cover, and you're not focusing on high ground enough. Those are the big ones. Try to use those last 2 seconds of trank to find safety. If they scored one more, that's it. You did good and you won. Cover is your big one. Positioning and your strafing is your big one. Now let's check out the scrim code. What was the scrim code? DTTWI4. Okay. See this. So Circuit, another great Zenyatta map. This is why they let you play it. And you're playing, yep, you're playing that comp. They're playing it as well. They're playing Tracer on Circuit. Okay, what are they doing? Whoa, okay. Forgot how this works. Okay. Right here, position is good. Your Sigmas is bad. Your Sigma doesn't need to be playing up there. I mean, actually, it's not that bad. His position isn't that bad, but his shield. Where is his shield? Give this information to Finlow. Give his team some shield. And I would want him to play back with his team. On this map, you really want to play it back here. Like even you should have a shield with you right here, and everybody should be playing high ground. You know, you should have a shield right here that you can spam for because this Widow is scary. I don't know why they're playing Tracer on Circuit, but whatever. Or maybe he's playable since the... Like, what is that? Sig shield. Okay. Discord him. Yep, wait for the sock, and now shoot him. You're already peeking more people than you should be. You need to be more scared. Again, Zen maps or Widowmaker maps because they're poke maps. You guys are playing so together. You should be playing this. When you're playing this map, you should be playing this. Playing this right here, and then being more scared of that Widowmaker is huge. And you should have a shield for you, but that's okay. Dang, you got it, dang. Yep, Widow, scared. Into your cover. You should have been there before, because you know they're gonna play Widowmaker. This is the Widowmaker map, next to Havana. And now you have to back out early, because, again, you should ask your Sigma, put a shield right here. Put a shield right here, and I can play off the shield. This guy's name is Zen Master. And he uses Bathmaster. So this is scary. This guy's probably gonna be better than you. You know? So if you would have played that, you could have poked them out before they got this much range and before they made you drop. And now you're separated from your Sig. Where's your Sig? Where's your Sigma? He died? Oh, your Sig died. Shit. Yeah, he should have played back here. Everyone should have played on this bridge. Not Zen Master. Fire Lizard. And also, this game, I'm going to focus more on the big picture. The big picture stuff. Like, because you can put this out to your team. This is your team. You know what I mean? And so how you play mechanics are a little bit less, you know, worrisome. It's more about how you play and how you calm, because I know you can calm to them. You know, put your shield here. We should all play here. I need a shield. I need a lamp. That type of thing. Jump. Jumping does not make you faster. Playing this cover is good. Your Sojourn is playing a little too far. Okay, there we go. Now you have your Sigma. Just because you have your Sigma. Okay. You know you're playing against a Tracer, so you need to think about the Tracer a little bit more. You're in a somewhat more accessible position than you should be when you're facing a Tracer. You should be playing right here. Spamming this. Oh, actually, never mind. They added a new area. You should be playing high ground. Tracer can't get to you here. Pick this and play this high ground. Forgot about this. Okay, yeah. Play the high ground. Play the high ground. And then if you need to, you can rotate out here. Yeah, huge. Shoot too much into suck. And remember, you're down one. You're peeking way too much against a team that has a Widowmaker. You are a target for a Widowmaker. because you have such a big hitbox. In these long sightline maps, you should be using your 5 orbs, your right clicks, a lot more than in any other maps. Usually people don't left click enough. In this situation, you need to right click quite a bit because you know they have big poke and they have big widow. Big widow scary. Stay away from widow. You know, you're peeking a little too wide. It takes you a little bit too much time to get behind this cover. It takes you more time than it would take for a widow to kill you. Basically, that's it. Oh, you're peeking a widow! Ah! You see her! Shoot at her! Shoot at her once and get behind cover. Shoot at her while you're being behind cover. I don't care. You can't be shooting at the Sigma while you see a widow. That's how you die. You died a John Pork lover. And now they have Discord Orb and you don't, and you guys should probably lose this fight. Yep. Now you guys are gonna play for that, but you don't want to drop. If you drop, then I'm going to explode in your face. I'm going to explode 1 billion times. Don't you dare drop. Good job. Okay, right here. What are you doing? Again, you're peeking so many people. What is this? You can do the same thing from right here. An orb your bap. Take a little, you know, shoot this guy a tiny bit, maybe. Put the Discord on the Sigma. Keep it on him. And then you see your Sigma dies, and until then, you're just leaving. You're trying to farm a Trank to save your Sigma, but, like, we all know that's not going to work. That's not, like, you're not going to get that off before he dies. And then you leave as quickly as possible. Because right now, you're peeking so much, and you're causing a stagger. Like, a huge stagger. You cannot die here. And you do die here, don't you? Big, too much peek. Let's see how their Zenyatta's playing cover. A little bit scary, actually. He's faking you, but he notices you there. He gets behind cover and he plays you. Like, he plays against you because you're scared. And he shoots you. See that? How he plays that cover is huge, especially against another Zen. And now you're trying to leave and you can't. You know what I mean? You should have left earlier. Should have been not looking. You know what I mean? Like, because you dying causes a stagger. And stagger bad. I haven't played New Circuit enough. I've played it once. I don't even know if I've played it once. Okay, 15 seconds. Got until 4:10 to stay next to your BAP and not peek anything. To literally sit here and charge up right clicks, waiting for a tracer to possibly push you. You're sitting right here, directly here, possibly even here, but probably not. Probably here. Don't die. Don't peek it. Don't peek anything. Scary. Wall's scary. Okay, now that you see that, now you're just holding this. You still have 9 seconds of sitting here. Now that you have the space, you can sit here, by the way. Now you have your space. You sit here, and you just charge right clicks, waiting for this tracer to peek this. You know? Scared. Scared boy. They have comms. They're pinging you out. You are the target. Yes. Too early. You still have 6 seconds of a Widowmaker possibly peeking you. Sir. They can all see you, sir. You're hyper-focused on the tracer. If you want to take this, you have to be playing against the exact wall, and I wouldn't take it anyways. You cannot be peeking this. If you're peeking this far out, you need to be shooting at this one, and you shouldn't even be peeking that far out. You should be right here. If you're gonna peek this, you should be right here. You are way too focused on one thing, and you're not focused on what's going on behind you, and you're so possibly dead here. Should die here, unless you get a lamp. You notice it, but a lot late. You trank it. You don't need to trank that. You're versing a Widowmaker, right? You're versing a Widow. So you tranking that, and you have a Baptiste. Think about your Baptiste lamp. He used it. Those are 2 huge cooldowns. So if you trank, that doesn't stop a Widow from shooting one of you, from killing one of you guys in the sigil, which is what a lot of people do. They sigil and be like, yo, I'm setting up Widow. Right? So this Sigma was actually pretty bad because they knew you had lamps and stuff like that, and there was just no way your Widow could follow up. But their Widow can still kill through Trank. So you just play the lamp. Play the lamp, and then you wait to use Trank for when they use Window. Or when they Trank, you just counter Trank and, stop all of that. A little too far in, but it's okay. Now they have the window. You should be, first thing, you shouldn't be looking this way. Unless when you're peeking your back, you shouldn't be looking away. You know what I mean? The only way you should be looking this way is if you're behind cover. Or like in here. Shoot, I keep on going to this guy. But you're just peeking a lot when they have a window up. Like, you're so hyper-focused on her! Nah, they can kill you! You trust your Sigma too much. They can still kill you. That's Discord. If they Discord you and hit you with one Xenorb to the head, you're dead. Or the Widow kills you with a body shot. I don't really remember. But right here, way too hyper-focused. She's getting exactly what she wants on her worst map. She's getting your attention. Don't give her it. Unless you're in cover. You guys lose blocks bad. You're just so hyper-focused that you don't know what's going on here, and they can just so kill you. You're making your BAP use all of his resources on you. Instead of being able to use his resources on your Sigma. High ground. You're playing into a Tracer? You want to play high ground. What if this Zen goes up here and plays this? I'd be very happy. You should be doing the same. You should at least be going up to here. But once they push up, you should be big rotating around and getting here. Here is power. And then you can go over here. You know what I mean? I play here every game that I play on this map. But yeah, low ground is really bad, especially when you have no cover. Because yeah, you get one clipped. Okay, you guys are done. This fight is over. You are resetting. You're done. And you just created a new stagger. The second that you peek it, let's see, do you peek it at all? Boom. You're dead. Widowmaker Zenyatta, you're dead. Should have stayed in spawn and waited. Especially in a scrim. You need to stay in spawn and wait for a reset. This is not ranked. Harmony. Just throw it on him. Yeah, no, you need to throw your orb up. Yep. High ground. You should be, I know you can calm. You should be calming to your Baptiste. Be like, come high ground with me. You should be calling to your Bap and your say, if you say come high ground with me, your Sigma should be like moving backwards. Throw out his shield, use his suck as you guys are rotating. Baptiste can just jump. You know, if you want him to play high ground, he can jump and like just heal you. You know, Echo boots, heal. You know, or you can wait for him to get all his cooldowns back, and you guys can make the rotation together, while your Sigma is, you know, just surviving because that's what that character does, especially against this comp. You know what I mean? Because you need a high ground. You can even rotate early if you want. Especially against a Tracer Widow. Right now, the Tracer has high ground. You don't want to give her that value. Isn't actually on your Widow. First thing, you don't need to be fighting the Tracer. I've seen you kill Tracers, but it's not as worth it as discording. Discord the Sigma. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the realest terms of how this works in a Sigma Zen mirror. If their Zen discords your Sigma, and your Sigma, or in their Sigma doesn't have a Discord on them, they win every single time. Mechanics out the window. They win. You need to Discord their Sigma. That's the reason why you're here. And then you lose because your Sigma died. Yeah. You guys got dominated. It's someone playing Tracer on Circuit Royale. I mean, it's not like he dominated you, but still. What? Long ass game. Okay. Let's see. Do you guys like extend it? Because that's what happens so much. Same comp. Both teams. There we go. Harmony? You need to start every game with Harmony. Your Sigma should be shielding you guys out. Because their Widow is right there. Widow's scary. Okay, you know where their Widow is playing now? I recommend you play this. You and your Widow play together. Back here. You can get value on the Sigma without peeking their Widow. That's the big one. Jump or clever. They're dueling up there. God damn. I haven't played this map on the new one yet, but this is interesting. Your Widows don't need to duel there. Your Widow playing height is bad because first thing, everyone should be playing here. Widow can play up here for the first like few seconds, but besides that, like she should be playing back here. Everyone should be playing back here. So your Widow playing here is wasting value to how quickly you guys can rotate up and get this. If you guys can get this and have this whole building to you, you can, especially now with their Widow being here, you guys can just blast. So where the fuck is their Tracer? Here, I see. I see. Orb your bap. Keep orb on bap when you leave him, when you go with him. But yeah, you should be going far left. There's no one there. What are you ping? Stop shooting into the suck. You're putting yourself in situations where you're peeking a lot just to shoot one person. If you're right here and you want to peek it, you can just go and you have cover so easily. You know how scared you feel when you're just in the open? It feels scary, right? You want cover. Cover is so important. Dead master. Also, why is he on low ground? He should be on high. High ground matters so much. Right here is when you melt this Sigma. And if you were playing here or there, you could melt the Sigma more. We were playing on the shoot. I'll just here or there. You can melt the Sigma more. He can do much just to break a shield. Discord fell off. That's unfortunate. Yep, it's fine. Taking height is nice on this map, but this is fine. You take this, and then you start to play. Once you have somebody else taking this, you start to play here. Playing here is big, especially against a Widow. Even playing behind one of these is okay. But it's a little bit more access to their Tracer than playing here. So my threat's gonna mess up. Orb. Yep. Ah! Widow! No, peek a Widowmaker! Ah! Ah! Scary! I don't know if my mic peaked. Probably did. But scary! Being here makes that less scary. You can peek it, you can fireball it, you can do whatever you want. You can go away from it. Completely LOS it. Scary. Let's see. Jump pork. She can't see you. She shouldn't be able to see you. Your widow wins. Now you're free. You are free. Object permanence, think about their tracer. You are going to start thinking about your tracer once it's too late. And right now it's too late. You should have already been rotating either behind cover this way or behind cover this way with your back. I would suggest this one, but the second that you see a tracer, because you're going to want to focus on her, but you can't because there's so many people looking at you. You want to be behind cover if you want to look at her. Oh, at least kill him. At least kill him. Yes, good job. Remember, you don't need to sit on cart, like on top of it, specifically. Yep. Okay, new cover. You have your BAP on this. You can rotate to height. You can take the height and actually take this fight with your Sigma and your Sojourn. I suggest you go height. I'm always suggesting you go height in almost everything. Because this is the map you will play scrims on, and so I'm trying to help you with how you play scrims on this map specifically. Yep, it would have been nice if you went in high ground. Or actually, never mind. You're taking cart because your BAP is up there. That's okay. Yeah, you take height. You take cart. Ah! Oh, never mind. Thought the widow was speaking. Again, play behind the cart. You're in a scrim. You don't want to stand still. You don't want to stand still on top of the cart. Then you play this. Okay. You strafing here. Once you notice that they know where you are, you want to change your position. Like right here, you wouldn't hit. Right when you saw this Zen spam at you, you want to change to right here because he'll throw another fireball right towards you. You want to rotate a tiny bit. That's small, but important. Discord? Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. He wants to pulse you. He wants to put in your head. He wants to pulse bomb you. Try and get. Oh, wait, what? What happened? What happened? Oh, big rock! Big rock, he saved himself. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your Sigma. Your Sigma might be the GOAT. That's unfortunate. That's a trank moment. But you should have ended your trank back here. Even if he has a shield up, they can rip shield because they have Zen. They can rip shield up pretty quickly. I would have just rather you been back here. It's okay though. Discorded, you want to get the Discord off of you? Again, the issue with playing the moving cart. You're moving with it as you're trying to shoot people and... Okay, be for real. You're not good enough for that. I'm not good enough for that. I'm really good at this game and I'm not good enough for that. You're not going to be able to do that perfectly every time. If you're playing this cover, you can actually do it. You can actually do what you want to do. Instead of trying to play the moving cover as you're in a fight. Fucking Jonak isn't good enough. I'm not gonna. I will not disrespect Jonak. Yeah, I like that. I like that. You waited out. Suck. You're playing too close, though. You being closer just means you can land more shots, but, like, they can land more shots on you. You should be playing back here, where they can't kill you as easily. You have no damage fall off. Should be hard to get to. See how you're not getting to their zone? Nice, good job. See, you're not getting to their zone, though? Actually, your zone's not a great position. That's unfortunate. You gotta, what's it called? Jeez, I want water. Water right here, I think. Yep. Hey, let's go. Big cap, big cap. We got some water. Big player, Surge. want your... I still take cart for now, but when they're on Winston, it's kind of rough. Oh, orb him quicker. Good job. Great job. Okay, you want your Sojourn to take cart here. And you want to take the high ground. You want to help your... Oh, your Baptiste needs to help your Sig. Yep, good job. But yeah, you're right now you're too vulnerable to be taking cart. I mean, I guess it's okay for now, but the second you see somebody, you should be kind of leaving. Your team kind of just leaves you to die. Your Sigma leaves too much. In this exact fight, he left too early when nobody else can protect. Like you're the president and your whole team is right here. You and the widow should not be alone. You guys are the most valuable people on the team. So you guys, like, three of you, the three most important, are pushing up here. Are gonna push them. Some of them over here, but the rest of them are gonna push into you, into the person taking the cart, into the president. So try not to let them do that. Try to keep your Sojourn here with you, or try to get your Sig to never leave, honestly. And if you're gonna take this, get your Sojourn to take part, honestly, because she can leave. Or even your Widow. Yeah, let your Widow take this until she can't take part anymore, and then she can grapple out. You know what I mean? Just somebody, anybody. Because you should be with your team. Like, your team put you in a really bad predicament. I like this, though. I like what you're doing here. Nope. Fight is lost, you're out. You're leaving. Walking. Because they want to stagger you. You're not shooting this guy and letting yourself known because you weren't known. Just leave. The fight is dead. In comp it might work. In Scrim does not. You don't need to orb your Sigma. Your Sigma needs to die. You need to die. Or your Sigma needs to die. You should have been out. You should have been here by now. But instead the Tracer and D.Va can chase you down. And now I think you want to die. We'll see how you do it, but... Nope. You might get out. Nope, you want to die. Yep. It's that thing you gotta choose, either get out early or die. Now you caused a big stagger. Like, exactly like how your Sigma should have never used his suck there. He should have just died as quick as possible. Oh, Sigma, don't die. You don't need to be so close to your team to do things. See where your Widow is. You can do things from back here. First thing, even if you're moving forward, you can be charging right clicks, you can be shooting left clicks. But while you're right here, just stay here or stay back here while you have more cover. I mean, you have cover here, but they also are playing D.Va and can just destroy the cover. D.Va Tracer, you don't even know. Tracer could be right here. Blink, one clip, while the D.Va is pushing you guys out, or at least taking value from that piece and making him not be able to heal it. You're too close against this comp. Peeked a little too much, a lot too much though. Don't peek the window. Oh, big lamp. Yeah, yep, orb. Nice, good job. Yep, he's spamming that. Good job. Should have orbed him a little earlier, but that's okay. That was a good one. Where is your Sig? Is he coming back in front right now? Yeah. This bug is funny. But yeah, your Sigma's coming back in spawn, so you're kind of just stalling. Is what you want to do. You shouldn't be in front of your Baptiste though. You should be back there. But you want to stall and make them use as many resources as I can until your Sigma comes back. Because you guys are somewhat up in the fact that they have no heals. So you want to make their D.Va go back to spawn. Is what you really want to do. Maybe get a pick, cause a stagger. But their D.Va going back to spawn is the biggest one. Oh, but now their Baptiste's back and you're too close. You're too close. Ooh, good job. Oh no, too big of a peek. Too big of a peek. Especially when there's a Tracer behind you. Focus on the Tracer first, and then peek. Later. You're not tank Yada. You are not tank Yada. You're just playing the slow ground, and you put yourself in bad positions, and then you don't know what to do once you find yourself in a bad position. You know, if you were back here and you played this, and then you rotate it up. Your Sigma likes this, then play with your Sigma and go up here. Now that you have this, you want to get, now you have the cart here, you want to get a team kill and then take cart. You know, because they can take this if they want it. You know, you guys don't have the space. This is neutral space. You need to go with your Siggy. Take high ground. If he likes it, you should like it too. You need to play together. Like you peeking this and trying to get like a little bit of damage is really nothing. Especially against a tracer, you need high ground, and you've only been peeking the tracer while you're peeking everybody else, everything else. Only peek the tracer when you have cover of everything else. Like only go after her. Yeah, she's distracting. Yep. Now you're big peeking everything. Trank this. I think you could have saved your BAP if you would have. First thing, you should have been up there in the first place, but if you would have tranked it and sit right here, I think you could have saved him. You know what I mean? You should have been up there in the first place, though. Or the BAP could have dropped down, Sigma could have dropped down and played in your trank. That type of thing. Then you die. Your whole team dies. Do you guys cap? No, you don't. I don't think you do. Go up to high ground. High ground, be scared of Widow. Don't look backwards. Right there, when you're somewhat peeking high ground with a Widow on it, don't look backwards, just charge fire orbs and put pressure on them as you're rotating so that they're scared. This rotation, now you know to go with your Sigma. Good job. You guys want this. Too focused on putting your harmony on somebody. Now you really need it. Oh. That's rough, dude. That's rough. Yeah, that bomb, you shouldn't have even been the DSLS in the first place. You should have been like behind the wall or something. But that's just unfortunate. This tracer is really doing like she's in your head. She's in all of your heads. Now you're just shoots a little blinking thing. Again, you're picking that too much. You're peeking that while looking backwards. Stop that. Big thing about tracer. Only want to be able to peek the tracer when you're safe. You're peeking. You can put an orb on your Sojourn without peeking. You can say here, take your time to orb the Sojourn because it looks like you take quite a bit of time to do that, and then peek. I mean, I'd be scared to peek in the first place because I have a Widow, but I'd play behind here, that type of thing, and Discord somebody, anybody. Ah! Why did I do that? Okay. Nice. Good. Now you take this. No! Why did you drop? And you're looking nowhere, but you're looking everywhere besides the place where they can kill you from. Yeah, it looks like that's kind of that. I'm guessing you got a touch. You guys got a touch, but I mean, and I'm guessing you trank and do your best, but they have ults too. You're playing against some weird dive with a Widow, where they protect the Widow, and then the Tracer and Diva like just kind of annoy the shit out of you. And you peek so much. You just peek so much when you don't need to. Oh, left. You can hear it. Good. Damn, okay. Wait, why does it... Who wins? I wanna know who wins. Okay, well, I can give you what I can give you. I don't know what happened, but, okay. Big things. Big issues. First one, you are not scared enough of the Widow. On this map, you need to be more scared of the Widow. You need to play high ground more. Right? You need to Discord the Sigma quicker. right? The biggest one, going into Tracer, you need to be behind cover if you want to look backwards. If you want to look backwards, get behind cover. Try not to play moving cover like the cart, and play static cover. Look behind only when you're behind it. Because then you die to a widow, and that's no fun. That's the big one. Play the high ground more with your team. Talk to your team more about what you want to do and play with them more because you really need to be with them. Your Sigma needs to give you more shields. You should have more shields for you than your Widowmaker against their Widowmaker. Because his shield got just destroyed so quickly every time he placed it in front of himself. Especially when you start out fights, you want to have a shield for you. Those are the big ones. Yeah, I hope this helped. I know there's a lot, but try to focus on little things. Your strays, that type of thing. You didn't really have as many issues with that in the scrim. You just had issues with, I think you had a little bit of communication issues. Big issues with that Tracer. The Tracer was your big one. It's just she was getting exactly what she wanted from you, your attention. You know, just helped. If you have any questions, just ask me. Good job.